This is so good. You guys, what you just saw is a little preview from my music video. I don't know what you want to call it. It was my submission to Trisha Paytas. I played a cover song on the violin for Trisha Paytas here on YouTube. And if you want to check it out, click the link in the description box. Go check it out if you like violin music, okay? Let's get on with the show. I'm about to start my mukbang, you guys. And I'm coming upstairs. And look what I see. I'm laying in bed. He's not feeling good. So everyone say, Orlin, I hope you feel better. He has like a flu or a cold or something. And now we're doing the cat's eyes because Persians?
Their tear ducts they're kind of dysfunctional. So actually they're very functional. So they're always crying.
Yeah,
they're
so
emo.
We have to clean her eyes daily or she gets infections. It's just the way that this breed is.
Every day we do this.
Every single day. She's like a child. We can't leave her alone. Hi guys, my little sloths. How y'all doing? Well, first of all, where do you think I am? This looks like an asylum. Okay, so Christmas. You guys are gonna be like, okay, you need something behind you. This is like a jail cell right here. Like, I'm in prison. It's just painted bricks. Okay. Well, you know, this was actually my original setup before Christmas came. And it feels like so long ago, but it was really just a month ago. Like my whole Christmas setup was up for 1 month. It feels like I've been doing this forever. But you guys, I'm so happy that you're here. So today I'm doing the avocado challenge. I know I've done this before and it was like 100,000 views, like really, really popular. Like, so I'm just gonna do it again. And because this is what I do best. Now I will let you guys know that I already had 4 this morning. Well, right now, let me tell you the time. It is basically 1 p.m. I woke up and I was like, I looked so swollen and I don't know why. Yesterday I had, what did I have? I had olives, rice, vegetables, fish, sardines, 1 egg, and I think I just added too much salt to everything, so I woke up so puffy and so crazy. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't turn on the camera yet. Now I'm still kind of recovering, but the avocados will help shrink all that water, suck all the water out. So let's begin. I hope you guys have something really great to eat because this is a mukbang and we're gonna be eating together. And one last thing, announcement. I feel like a teacher right now. I'm just like, I have announcements. I really, I want, you see, when you go to my page, that banner that's like, I make videos Monday through Friday, and it's like a rainbow flag and me with an avocado. I don't really like that. I did that myself, and some of you guys have sent me amazing fan art, like jaw-droppingly amazing fan art. So I don't know if this should be like a contest or, I don't know, if you can like credit yourself in the picture. So I am basically just saying, help! Any of these talented artists out there, help connect me with someone. Or if you want to make me something, if you want to make me a banner. I know Matthew Lush did that. I think one of his fans made him his banner, and it's beautiful. And in this corner it says like, it's like by Marissa G, you know, just like a name. So if you guys want to draw, I was thinking maybe like me, Orlin, Mr. Noodle, Roberto, and Miss Kitty, the whole family, maybe in there, cartoon version, and maybe like food all around me, noodles, or maybe it's just me eating a big thing of noodles, and then in the background you see, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. So come on, so if you guys are very creative, so yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbing, let's begin. I have my knife, I have my spoon. I'm like getting used to this setup. Okay, so let's begin the avocado challenge. Now this is something that I created, the avocado challenge. For those of you that don't know, oh my gosh, I'm literally full though. Because I was also snacking on chickpeas. These are chickpeas. And I ate a whole bowl. And I'm like, why am I doing a mukbang now? I'm full. But ooh, nice and ripe. So that's done, okay. All right, let's begin. All right, so the challenge is, this variety is called fuerte, which means strong in Spanish. Oh, very strong. Okay, the challenge is to see how many you can eat, the end. I'm not gonna do that. Remember last time I took the seed out like this and it sliced my finger and it was on camera? Oh my gosh, I'm just crazy, I don't even know why. Oh. I like to suck on the seed, don't judge. So how are you guys today? How's everyone? How you doing? Okay, so today I figured I would come clean and tell you guys, remember that big surprise I told you? I have something like, and I got drunk in celebration. I drank a whole bottle of wine because I was so happy about my life. This was like a month ago. I think the mukbang was called Drunk Korean Fried Noodle. And I was like, I really can't say I wish I could, I can't, but now I can. Now I can tell you what's happening, or what did happen. Here we go. These don't ripen black like Haas avocados. Like I said, this is a different variety. So I'm gonna lay these out like this so that you can see that I ate them completely. So, I woke up one day and I checked my computer, I checked my mail like I do every day. Oh! That kind of like flew out. And, is there a little more echo because the tree's not here? I checked my mail and I got an email from a casting agency. And I was like, this has to be fake. At first I was like, no. I didn't believe it. I did not. And the way it was written was very like, so generic, it had like no details. I'm like, okay, if this was a legit thing, they would be sending me more information here. I mean, they did send information. It was like a, please get back to us if you're interested, then we'll give you the information. Maybe they didn't want to waste their time. Okay, I see how that goes. And I emailed them back. I said, yes, I'm interested. Put me on the TV. Put me on the TV right now. Carrie, you know that. I just splashed avocado on the light. You know that reference, Carrie. I want to be on the TV. I think the focus is a little off. There, now it's on my face. See my face? It's swollen from all the salt, like around my eyes. I put a hat on today because my hair, I really need a haircut. It won't even stand up anymore. And that's like my signature look, and now it's very flat. I know some of you guys think it makes me look like a little boy and you like it or whatever, but... Anyways, oh, I forgot to tell you. The email came from... What was the casting? I forget the casting. Maybe I shouldn't even say. But I'll tell you what it was for. It was for Food Network star. And I was like, oh. And this is why I thought it was fake, because it's like, I am not a professional chef here. And I know what that, it's a reality TV, they wanted me to be on reality TV. It's a reality TV show. Okay? This one's not as right, but that's okay. I'm gonna get through it. Lots of potassium. Did you know there's more potassium in here than bananas? So by the end of this mukbang, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna soak all that water out and all that excess sodium. The potassium will cancel it out. Anyways, Food Network starts a reality TV show where they take chefs, aspiring chefs, talented cooks from around the United States and bring them together and they all compete by doing different contests, right? This week, they have a guest judge. They're like, okay, make us squid. Oh, okay. This week, okay, you have to make us an amazing dish with these 5 ingredients. It's like a challenge, and it's quick. You only get like 40 minutes to do it. It's like a tough reality show. And this is why I didn't believe it, because I was like, what, me? What? I can cook, but I'm not like, I don't have any professional training. I'm self-taught. Oh, there goes my avocado. But anyways, I emailed them back and they were like, okay, this is what's happening. Are you interested? I'm like, yes. They're like, we would love to do a phone call interview with you. This is hard. Let's open up. By the way, this is 10 avocados. Did I say that already? I forget. 10 avocados. Oh. Let's put this one over here so that you guys can see. Ooh. Ooh, I have to be very, very careful that I don't slice my fingers like last time. Oh, I'm gonna put this one over here too. I'm gonna open up a really pretty one, like a nice long one. I love the long ones. Here's a one. So we scheduled a phone call interview. I'm like, okay, they just wanna talk to me. And I did it. And they asked me about, you know, like, it was very generic. Again, I like couldn't believe it. Doesn't that look nice? And the lady that was doing the interview, she didn't even know much about cooking. She's like, you know, you make a grilled cheese and then they taste it. And if you're good, you move on to the next round. Each week someone gets eliminated. Does this sound like a fun reality show that you want to be a part of? I'm like, I can make grilled cheese. I know how, yes. Remember, oh, I got scales. No, it tastes like scales. Oh, speaking of scales, yesterday I got like so freaked out from the fish scales. I'm like, there's metal in here. Orlin is like, no, that's the scales. So, anyways, I completed the phone interview, which was only like 15 minutes. And she's like, okay, I've decided that you are to be qualified. So we're gonna move on to a next round. I want you to do a 1-hour Skype call with one of our casting agents, and they're gonna record you, and you have to bring a signature dish to the interview. A signature dish, right? We're gonna send you a link to this application, fill out the application, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my gosh, this was a month ago, by the way. This was the end of November, I'm pretty sure, right? I think so. No, the beginning of December. One of the two, like 3 weeks ago. And so I was very nervous. My heart was pumping. I was going through all these crazy ideas in my head, like, oh my gosh, if I get on TV, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be famous. I can show everyone how to. Because at the time, I mean, it's very interesting that they reached out to me at that time, because it was like when I was going through all the struggles in my head, like, do I want to keep being plant-based 100%? I'm sorry, this is really gross. There was like something in my mouth. You know, everything I went through last week was already going, it had been going through my head for a long time, but it was really kicking home. And then I saw this thing, and I was like, part of the application, they said, what would make you different from every other contestant? Why will you win? What unique qualities do you have? And everything that came to mind was, I eat a plant-based diet. I don't eat meat. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat fish. I want to show the world that you can eat the same types of foods, but you have to be innovative. Instead of regular cheese, you use nut cheese and almond cheese. Instead of, if you want seafood, you use tempeh. If you want something chewy, like scallions, scallops, then you use tofu. Like, I was trying, you know, I'm like, this is my niche. This is like, what will make me different? I realize now, it probably would have been, if any of you ever seen the show, I would have struggled so much because those things aren't available in the kitchen. And it wouldn't have been fair because everyone else is using animal products, so it just would have been a little difficult. But anyways, it's really good. Let's try this one. They all taste different. This one's a little soapy. It's a little like soap. And yeah. I filled out the application, which took forever. It was a generic application that anyone can fill out. All you have to do is go to like foodnetworkcasting.com or something like that. That's not the real website. It's some kind of website. And anyone can apply. But they receive hundreds or thousands of the applications. I had this advantage because they reached out to me. They asked me if I wanted to do it. So they obviously saw that's what they said. We saw your YouTube. We saw your subscriber count. We saw the fact that you like food and you make food on camera. Anyways, so I was very nervous, playing all these ideas in my head. Like, what if I get on TV? What am I gonna do about YouTube? But this is kind of a dream come true too. I was like, oh my gosh, because I really wanted to be, I was like very close to being on Glee. The Glee Project, which is also a reality TV show. Oops. And like I said, or maybe I didn't say, the winner of Food Network Star, they get, I think they get some money. They get exposure, obviously, on TV, but they also get their own TV show on the Food Network. The thing about the Glee Project was, well, you would get a role would be written for you on Glee. So this is like, I've been through this before. I was like, I can't get my hopes up because I didn't do the Glee thing. I didn't get picked. But it was the same idea. Round 1, round 2. Round 3, okay, you're being considered. That's how close I came to it for Glee Project. So, delicious. I want to open up this one now. So my signature dish, I'm like, okay, I can't make something really fancy. And I was like, let me try to spin something, like a little, like I said, my niche. Let's make this, let's connect with real people, right? All these professional chefs, they are making like all these fancy things. I can't even say it's in French, like creme brulee, a play of a poufine of like a creamy creme brulee. You know, like I don't know what I just said. Like this crazy stuff that the normal average person watching the Food Network is not going to turn off their TV and go make. So I made a pizza. That was my signature dish. But let me tell you what I did during the interview, which went really, really well. The lady that was interviewing me was like so positive and bubbly, and we had to restart the interview like 7 times because, excuse me, you guys know from watching me on my Wi-Fi is not very good here. Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm sorry. My Wi-Fi is not very good here, so it would keep shutting me off. Speaking of shutting me off, this camera's about to die. Shutting me off. So she had to call back over and over and over and over. But so the interview went really well. My signature dish was a pizza, and this is how I did it. Stuffed crust, Colombian-inspired, infused, bocadillo infused Hawaiian pizza. And I told the interviewer, I'm like, listen, how many people are gonna watch you make like a fancy dish with like sliced baby lamb with like a dressing of some squid and like some like drizzled. You know, no one's gonna do that. I was like, but how many people will go home and make a pizza? A lot of people. How many people will make, you know, foods that the everyday person can connect with and enjoy and love? That is how you reach, you know, like my mom says, fake it till you make it. So I'm like, that's how you'll reach people. So I'm like, here's a pizza, but it's with a twist. I live in Colombia, and I stuffed it with guava paste, bocadillo. So it's a reflection of my perspective, what I can bring to the table. And instead of regular cheese, I used peanut cheese and cashew cheese. For the ham, I used tofu ham. And I put pineapple on top, and pineapple is also native to Colombia, as well as the guava. So this was my thing, right? And she seemed to really like it, but she wasn't a chef. She was just a lady that knew how to speak well. She was very friendly. Like she is a great interviewer. She knows how to make you feel calm, and I was just myself. I was just full of life and positivity. I'm like, I will win. I am competitive. I am hardworking. I am going to show the world. I'm going to show the world that I deserve to be the next Food Network star. You know, it was so much. I thought the interview was great. And then after that, she's like, okay, you've moved on to the next round. I'm going to share this with the producer and with the director, something. Because she was recording me, like a camera right now, recording me during the Skype session. And she's like, we will contact you within the next few weeks to let you know if you get chosen. Basically, that's the next step. The next step is either you're coming to Los Angeles, you're coming to Hollywood, or you're not. And we'll let you know around the holidays. So this whole past 3 weeks have been, I don't want to like put all my eggs in one basket. I wasn't trying to focus on it too much. My ears are popping. I don't know why. But, you know, it was very exciting for me. I told my parents, they're like, oh, wow, that's so cool. My mom likes the Food Network. And I talked to my friend, and she was like, because I was like doubting myself. I'm like, I'm not a professional chef. I have no chance. And she's like, listen, they contacted you. You moved on past round 1, round 2, round 3. You got that. The fact that they called you back 7 times because your Skype died means they were interested. And she said, you know what? They are in Hollywood. If they need a chef, you think they can't find a chef? You think someone in Hollywood can't find a cook? They can't find a cook in Hollywood? No. This is a reality TV show. This is about bringing people to tune in onto that cable network. Making people hooked, entertaining them. Maybe they like the fact that I'm clumsy. I talked about in the interview. I'm like, I'm always dropping stuff. That's unique to me. I don't even try. Have I dropped it? Yes, I've dropped 2 things. Like, I just have like this insane B12 deficiency. No, I'm joking. Where everything is chaotic. Okay. So that's what I was telling myself. I was like, okay, they're really, number one, I guess they are interested in my personality. Number two, they see that like tens of thousands, I'd say my average video right now gets like 50 or 60,000 views. So that's a lot of people, a lot of young people. And that's the thing. How many of you watch cable TV? Raise your sloth paw. Comment down below and be like, I still watch cable TV. If you're young, say we're talking between the ages of 12 and 28. How many of you are watching? How many of you pay for cable TV? I feel like the numbers are dropping year after year after year. More people are into Netflix, into Hulu, into YouTube, into all these things online. Like, we don't have, excuse me, we have a TV, Orland had it for a while, but I have watched it once with him. What movie did we watch? Oh, what's it called? I forget, what's the name, it doesn't matter. Oh, Cloverfield Lane, there you go. Which was a pretty good movie, but anyways, that's besides the point. Most of us are on the internet, so if they are trying to draw young people back into cable TV, the same Southern cook who's 50 years old isn't necessarily, not saying age is a problem, but isn't necessarily going to relate to the young people the growing generation that are kind of leaving cable TV. That's what I think. So those were the 2 things. So I thought I had a chance. Well, it is now Tuesday, January 10th. You're going to see this tomorrow, Wednesday, January 11th. And I never heard back from them. So that means, they're not going to let me know, like, if they were considering 60 people, let's say, and they have to choose 12. So they narrowed it down the hundreds of applications, whatever, the 60 people. They're not going to sit, it would be nice if they took the time to be like, hey, you didn't get chosen, just to let you know, so you're not still waiting or worried or making plans. Because they also said, make sure your schedule is free all of January and February. It's going to be like an 8-week filming session. Yeah, they didn't let me know, but that's what they did for Glee too. So it keeps you in suspense. It can kind of make you go crazy, like it did when I was being considered for the Glee project. I was going crazy. I started literally slacking off in school. Isn't that awful? I shouldn't admit that. But I'm honest with you guys, so I will admit that. I started slacking off in school because I'm like, I don't need school. I am gonna be on TV. I don't need this. And look what happened now. I just ended up I got off the dean's list, basically. I'm not saying I'm blaming it. It was other factors as well. That's what happens in life, whatever. But, so no, I never heard back from them. It's past the holidays, so they would have let me. Watch, they're going to email me right after I make this video. And then, because if I get it, I'm not allowed to talk about it. So then I'm going to have to delete this video and be like, oh, shit. I did not. Oh. This one is very creamy. Oh, yes. Why are my ears popping? I don't know. That happens to me every once in a while. My ears just... And it's not like I'm in the airplane, I'm just like... Sorry. I don't know what's happening. So, that was my big surprise. That's what made me so happy. That's what made me drink. Doesn't that sound like I'm stable, right? Perfect for reality TV. Oh, they asked me if how do I work with others? How do I get up? Because I watched the last previous seasons, which is on YouTube. They picked a housewife. Okay. They picked a housewife that by the first episode, she made a fire in the kitchen. They aren't looking for professional chefs. They want someone that can cook, but I remember last season, they picked like the top 10 or 5 or whatever. So I was reading all the comments on Facebook and people were like, I'm sorry, as viewers, we don't taste their food, but as viewers, we're watching. We are giving them retention time for this show, That was the thing about one of the housewives. People were like, I don't care because the judges were like, oh, her cheeseburgers are so good, her pulled pork sandwich. Apparently she cooked really well. But, at least what was reflected in the show, she didn't necessarily get along with some of the other contestants, and she wasn't as personable on camera, not as relatable. And all the people in the comment sections, like hundreds of I went through, and they were all just like, listen, She does not make me feel good when I watch her on camera. I can't taste her food. What I can see is her. So, the Food Network knows that. They're tuned into that, you know? So, but even though she was always in the bottom every single week, almost every single, not every week, a lot of weeks she was in the bottom. Whatever, the challenges she did not win. They always kept her because she's a housewife. Because what comes with the housewife is an audience that wants to see her. They want to see drama. They want to see her make a fire in the kitchen like she did. So, I would have been dropping knives all over the place, I guess. I would have... Oh my gosh, I'm getting so full. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five more. Oh my god. 1, 2, no, that's 5. I'm like, I can't count. So, I shouldn't have eaten those 4 avocados this morning, but I was so bloated. And Orland's like, do you think people really care if you look fat one day and look skinny the next day? Do you think your audience cares? I'm like, no, but it's... I have a very weird water storing problem, especially in my face. Someone left a hater comment on, how many of you guys saw my Trisha Paytas video? This is so good. You guys, what you just saw is a little preview from my music video. I don't know what you want to call it. It was my submission to Trisha Paytas. I played a cover song on the violin for Trisha Paytas here on YouTube. And if you want to check it out, click the link in the description box. I'm gonna enter that in the beginning. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, how many of you guys saw that? I hope. Oh, like I said, so someone in the hater comments. There's not that many hate, thank God. All my other videos have tons of hate, but this one was not that much. Because I did something different, I guess. You know, I played music, and it's really hard to be like, I hate you when I'm playing the violin. But someone still left a hater comment, and they were just like, I swear, 80% of Avocato's fat goes straight to his face. And I didn't respond, but I was thinking like, oh, it's true. Oh, yes, it's very true. It's a real issue. I should go get blood work for my liver. Like, I've gotten blood work, but not for, like, specific problems. Like, for my liver. Or, well, I guess it would show up, right? I don't know. Because Orland said, okay, if I'm having this weird... Like, I woke up and I looked like I was 50 pounds heavier than I am now. Like, in my arms, I had all this water. And I still have, like a jiggle-jaggle. And, like, 2 days ago, there was nothing. So I was just like, what is my problem? He's like, Nick, you have a really bad water storing problem. It is a sign of, could be, what's it called? I don't think it's what he was referring to. I think people in Africa, they're very skinny, but their stomachs are like out to here. It's like a low protein deficiency. And some people, what's it called? No. Water retention. Like, if you are really bloated, even though you're eating a lot of food, it can be a low protein problem. You're not getting like real protein. So your body holds onto water. That's one problem. I don't think it's that though, because I've been eating fish and eggs all week to really help with that. But and lots of beans. But the other thing is probably a liver problem. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. So, anyways, it's true. My face always gets so swollen. I've done a lot of talking. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Or maybe this is what you're here for. You just want to hear me chat. Oops. How many of you, by the way, want to see more covers from me? Like I did Trisha Paytas' song. But maybe I should do more. Maybe like once a week I do it. Well, that took a lot of work. I don't know. I mean, yes, I can, but literally that was like a 13-hour project. I don't know if it was... Well, then again, this is my job. I don't really have excuses, but maybe, how about twice a month? Twice a month I do a new song. But here's the thing. Her song, I don't know if she's registered in like the copyright domain, whatever you call it. Whereas like it gets flagged on YouTube if it's copyrighted. I don't know, because I was able to monetize that. But I've played, like, for example, Ave Maria, which no one owns. It's an old song written by Schubert in the 1800s or something like that, right? And that got flagged. And I had to take the video. This was like a year ago. And I couldn't make money from that, and I couldn't even keep the video up. Now, sometimes I've used copyright music, and I can keep the video up, but the money goes to the artist, which is cool. You know, you want to support the artist. But since this is my livelihood, and I do have to support myself here and pay for these lights, I kind of do want to, you know, if I make 20 bucks off this video, okay, that will help me. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should just do of all of Trisha Paytas' songs, so that, you know, we can enjoy her music, but also, like, my channel doesn't get flagged. You know, I don't want to make music that's going to get, for example, Miranda Sings. Her video got deleted because she did a Taylor Swift cover. It's not just about making money, you guys. She did it because, you know, she's a talented singer. Colleen, right? Colleen Bellinger. She got an email from YouTube saying, Taylor Swift hunted you down and she doesn't want you to have this. And she got her channel flagged or something. The video came down and it affected her social blade for weeks. I don't even know if it's still affected, but this is what I'm saying. Like, if this is my life, I don't want to take these huge risks to play Britney Spears. If Britney Spears will come sue me, or like they'll take, so I don't know. And like people say, well, covers are different. For example, my Trisha Paytas song, didn't really, you could tell, if you know her song, you could sing along with, da, 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 you know, you could know it. But if you didn't know her song, you have no idea what I'm playing, because I made it so, like, different. So maybe if I do covers that are very different, that don't even sound much like the original, I think there was a worm in this one, so I'm gonna have to open up another. I am getting full. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, the fact that I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've had 11 today, because remember I had 4 before turning on the camera, which was so stupid. I should have just been my Puff, you know, what's her name? Puff, the blowfish from SpongeBob. This is not even that right. Let's find one that's like very squishy. You know, oh well, what people say about me. Okay. Also, my little sloths. Do any of you live in Los Angeles, LA? Because I'm kind of looking up hotels right now. You know, how am I gonna get around? So I might be going to LA for something. And I just, I don't, oh, this is very crooked, sorry. And now it's crooked the other way. I have like OCD, I'm like, I have to be in the middle. I might be going, okay. I'm going to I am, but I just don't know where to go. And when I've traveled before, I've used couch surfing. But I'm going in like a week, and I don't know if that's enough time, because when I've done couch surfing arrangements, they want like a good 3 or 4 weeks head notice. Now there might be exceptions. Some people are like, I have my couch open all the time. So maybe today, after I do this mukbang, I'm gonna be sitting on couch surfing and just see, because hotels, I mean, there's some cheap motels for like $100. That is cheap, you know, $80 is cheap. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So if I'm going for 4 or 5 days, that is like a big chunk of my paycheck. So I'm like, maybe I should do couch surfing. I don't know, but maybe there's hotels out there that are even cheaper. I remember when I was traveling the West Coast with my ex-boyfriend, we used Priceline, and we found a hotel for like $35 a night. But this was in Washington State, not California, and especially not like downtown or whatever. So, I don't know if you guys have any tips or anything you want me to do, because I'm not going to be like busy the whole time. And I figured, okay, if I'm going there, I might as well do something fun. I might as well see something great. Someone's banging at the door. I don't know much about Los Angeles. I've never been to California. So please leave in the comments places you think I should go, people I should see. Any of you live, should I do a meetup? Would you guys want me to do a meetup? Please leave a comment. Be like, yes, I want you to. Maybe I'll do a meetup in like a park or at Starbucks or Taco Bell. I don't know. I want to go to those stars, where Michael Jackson stars. The stars, the people who have shaped the media, who have influenced our culture. And they all like stars. You know what I'm talking about? It's the sidewalk that you walk on. I think Pam Anderson has one. All the big people. What else do you do there? Someone's banging the door, and I'm not gonna. I don't know. You know, it could be a Jehovah's Witness. There's some here, and they do that. So, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, they believe that there are 144,000 spots in heaven. And if you want a spot, you have to convert as many people to Jehovah's Witness religion. What's the religion called? Jehovah's Witness? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't really know much about it. So I'm just kind of saying what I do know. And it's that they have to convert. And their mission, they're not supposed to work. At least, correct me if I'm wrong. They're not supposed to work. They're supposed to devote their time to converting the world. And if they convert enough people, they will get one of those. All right, but if there's 2 million Jehovah's Witnesses on the planet, which I think there is. Well, okay, well, if there's only 144 spots, what do the rest do that have devoted their whole life spreading its message and converting people? You know? I don't know. It's a little scary. It's a big risk. You stop your job to maybe get a chair in heaven. I don't know. I understand what it's like, trust me. I've been a part of lots of different groups in my life where you want to convert everyone to be like you. And you really, really believe in it, and everything seems to make sense. And you just think the world would be so much better. We will be saved as a human race, our souls, our legacy, whatever you want to say. If we convert enough people, if we spread the message, we have a greater purpose. If we make videos for the right reasons that our church agrees with or our group agrees with. It makes me think of the Church of Scientology or something. You can't question it, you just have to do. It's like ants working for the queen. I don't mean it like that. I don't know, maybe that's a bad analogy. Wow, I mean, I've been through different groups like that, and it's just like, the whole world is not gonna be uniform, ever. You have to accept that. And it's hard, it's really hard to, I guess. Why do you think there's still so much fighting in the Middle East? It's been centuries of conflict. Because they want them to turn their way, or you convert to my religion. I don't know. I mean, most wars around a lot of conflict around the world is because of humans not getting along, and you want people to be like you, and it's just, you can't force people to do. So anyways, I am getting full. This is ridiculous. No, this is such a fail. So this is going to be called Avocado Challenge, but it's also going to be, should I put fail in the title? Probably not. I've done a good job. Seriously, I should have shown. I've eaten so many avocados today. I just can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me finish this one. You guys, I'm like really excited for Los Angeles though. I've never been there before. I've already said that, I know. But I don't even know what the weather's like. Seriously, I walk around in shorts and a t-shirt. It's half the time I'm in my underwear. And it's like, oh my gosh, do I even have jeans that fit me now? I don't know. I think I own 2 pairs of jeans. I own 2 pairs of jeans. And I think one of them might be on the smaller side now. I don't think it's gonna fit me. So I'm like, what am I gonna wear? I don't know. How cold is it? Any of you guys live in Los Angeles? I know that a lot of my viewers come from California. But, like, is it cold? What do I wear? I think I'm done. I think this is getting too much for me. So I keep getting snaps. All right, officially. Let's count the empty shells. That's what counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe there's 11 here. How's there 8? There's one down here. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ate 8, 9, 10, 11. So there was 11 here this whole time, and I thought there was 10. You guys are gonna probably tell me in the comments, like, this boy can't count. So I ate 8, plus I had 4 before this, so I had 12. 8, not 10, 11. I ate 12 avocados today. That's pretty good. Got my potassium in, got my vitamin E. I don't know. I enjoy doing this. Except when I'm full, then I'm like, okay, no more. Okay, you guys, let me open up 1 or 2 snaps. Let's see if any of you guys make that. I've gotten lots of snaps I still have to open, which is going, it's crazy. All right, so let's let these load. And by the way, my favorite thing to play here during video for Snapchat is videos and photos. So let's do this one. This comes from Miss Lovely Shot.
Hey Nick, just wanted to let you know people out there still support you and love you no matter what. And I just watched your submission to Trisha's song, and I feel like a lot of people just sung the words that were already written, but I really feel like you rewrote the song with your entry. It was beautiful.
Aw, thank you. Thanks so much. That's Miss Lovely Shot. Here's another one. Oh my gosh. Oh, another one.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you.
Wait, is she for real? Oh my gosh. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, I am. Today's a really good day. Beautiful cover of Warrior. All your hard work paid off. Thank you so much. That comes from Ashlyn. Ashlyn, I think. Let's do one more.
I hope she finds what she's looking for. Take care. Bye.
My dog's name is Noodle. Aw, so cute. Look, there's Noodle. Look. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more. This is so much fun. Oh my gosh. What does she say? What is going on? Oh, that went by so fast. I have no idea what they said. Let's do one more. I can't stop.
Oh my, I was watching your thing. It was so good. Also, I'm eating this raw thing. I didn't like it. Like, I was going to try raw, but...
Ah, there's a motorcycle. Listen, I'm trying to listen to...
And honest to God, it was amazing.
Okay, something was amazing. I'm so sorry. I did not hear because of the motorcycle. Oh.
Hey, I watched your violin cover for Warrior and it was awesome. No one can nail a violin like you do, Nick.
Oh, thank you so much.
So this is what I'm eating for my supper. It's made out of rice. It's more savory than pho, the Vietnamese dish. And you have pork here, which is nice.
My arm's hurting.
And I forgot to tell you that I'm a spicy lover, so everything that I eat have chili. And this is more spicy than ordinary big chili.
Oh my gosh, I love her accent. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, well, thank you so much for sending me the snaps. I know that's not that many. I seriously have like 200 more to go. And if I don't respond to you, I'm so sorry. I really try to make time to respond to everyone. At least I've been doing that up until recently. So I just want you to know how much it means to me, and I really appreciate the support. Oh my gosh, it just means so much to me. And I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that you enjoyed your meal, whatever you ate today, what you ate with me. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another mukbang, you guys. All right. Well, if you're new, please consider subscribing because I'm here every single day. Oh my God, this is like a little speech that I give at the end. I'm like, subscribe, share my video, like, you know. And no, seriously, the most important thing I'm just trying to think of was like, I want to know any artists out there that would like to help me design a banner for my YouTube. That would be so much. That would be so cool, and I will give you a shout out, and like I will like thank you immensely. I'll think of something to like, you know, show my appreciation and everything. So if that's something that you'd like to consider, please let me know in the comments down below. Californians, I'm on my way. I'm gonna see you next week. Comment down below of places to go and see, and a meetup possibility if there's enough interest, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.